Hey guys, Mark from parkflyers.com. Today we're looking at one of the best-selling fit-scale cars in the world, and that's the X-Maxx. Now, this is the ultimate version of that X-Maxx, which means you have several $100s worth of components installed from Traxxas at the factory. So you actually get a really good deal when you buy it. It's $15.99 for this car. Now, like I said before, this is the best-selling fit-scale car for many years in a row. There's nothing that eclipses it. For every 10 of these that we sell one Creighton 8S, but the Creighton still sells, but it can't compete with a car like this. This is just really one of the best selling cars in the fit scale range. And that sales really never seem to slow down on this car. Now, this is the ultimate version. A customer asked us to make it a little bit more special for him, and that's what we did. So we took this car and we actually added the X-Maxx wide kit. So what does the wide kit do? It adds 60 millimeters of additional width to the car, which makes the car a lot wider. So it's going to be a lot more planted. If you're racing this thing around and doing fast speed turns, it's going to be a lot more stable. Now, with this kit, because you're widening the arms, it comes with stiffer springs, front and rear. It also comes with wider steering links, and the whole package, it really just comes with everything you need. It's 200 bucks, and you could actually match the color to your car. So this one, we did the blue to match the blue components on the car, and the blue arms looks fantastic. They're just amazing. It takes about an hour to put it on, front and rear. Really beautiful addition to the car. Now, because you're adding width to the car, you're adding a little bit of load and weight, and also the new belted tires add some rotational mass to the car. So the original gearing that we used to recommend on the older X-Maxx was 2250. The 2250 gearing was magical, and it really woke the car up. It really made the car come alive, and it really took advantage of that really high torquey motor and the VXL 8S speed control. However, with all these additions, it's going to make the car a little bit heavier. So you really can't go so aggressive with the gearing. We dialed the pinion back 2 teeth from a 22 to a 20. So now the go-to gearing for this car is a 20 pinion and a 50 spur. It's absolutely perfect. You're not going to overheat, you're not going to thermal, and you're going to get all that additional speed that you want without, without the problems of overheating. In addition to that, we actually took out the junk fans that come in the car. There's two in the for the motor cooling. They plug in, and one on top of the ESC. We went with a ProTek PTK 2113 fan. It's a 35 by 35 high RPM fan. When you start this thing up, it sounds like a Lear jet. You got all three fans running. It lowers the core temps by about 20 degrees, and it makes a significant impact on reducing your heat signature around the electronic components. So it's a really good addition to the car. They go right in, and it's very, very easy to change out. But again, the ProTek 35 millimeter by 35 high RPM fan replaces the low RPM junk fans that really don't do much. These also die out pretty quickly. Sometimes people on their X-Maxes, they bring them in for service, and they don't even realize their fans aren't even running over the years of using it. Sometimes rocks and debris get in these and they actually kill them. The ProTek ones are much better. They have aluminum casing for extra heat dissipation. They have better magnets in the motors, and they're also, like I said, high RPM. They're much better performing, and you're definitely going to want to pick them up. They're $18.99 for one, and the car is going to need three, especially if you're doing an ultimate with all these the wide max and the heavier wheels. It's a very, very good idea. Now, to complement the car, the customer bought the best package you can get. They make a completer pack Traxxas to save some money. I think you save about 20 or 30 bucks. It's 500 bucks for the dual charger, the live charger. It'll charge both two 4S batteries at the same time. And he went with the biggest battery that you can get, 6,700 milliamp 4S. So you get tremendous run times on this. And the good thing about the Traxxas ecosystem is they actually engineer the battery to fit exactly in the battery base. So you don't need no cutting. You don't need any additional straps. The 6,700 goes right in there. There's not even a millimeter of space. It's like they designed the car for around this battery. Unbelievable. All in all, this is probably one of the best packages you can get as far as X-Maxx, in my opinion. I don't think you need to overdo it with the big motors. A lot of people will throw a Max 5 in it with a really the Coke can motor. And basically, I've seen it time and time again. My customers come back complaining that the car is really heavy. It drives like a lead brick, and basically the motor is so powerful, it's actually tearing up the components inside the car. So I would pass on that. The highest you can go for the hobby wing is going to be the 5690 motor. It's basically a 1250 kV. You put it in here, and it's just going to give you a little bit more torque. And you put it with their Max 6 ESC, and that would be the only upgrade I would do as far as motor and speed control. But in my personal opinion, you don't need to. The car has so much power from factory that I think it's perfect. Now, one of the key reasons why people upgrade their motor and speed control is on some inferior systems and some cars you get cogging. For some reason on this car, it's one of the cars that Traxxas makes. There is no cogging from the factory. As long as you don't put aggressive gearing and really go crazy with your gearing, if you listen to me, I put a 20 tooth and a 50 spur, you're not going to get cogging on this car. It's absolutely phenomenal, and you're definitely going to make your car drive a lot better. Stick with the Traxxas steel gears. I think they come in a pack of two. They actually sell a pack. It comes with a 20 pinion and a 50 spur in one pack. I think it's $41.99. I'll put the link below to it. We sell them on our website and in the hobby shop, but you would definitely want to pick those up. Even if you have a regular X-Maxx, you can put those in. All right, so one of the biggest upgrades you can do to the car, especially after you put the wide max kit on it, are the M2C pistons. Now the M2C pistons here you see are the white. They're machined from a Delrin. They have a rubber O-ring around the center of the edge of it, and basically the holes in this are smaller, so it has more pack than the standard pistons. The standard pistons have bigger holes. The result is that the rebound is actually a lot different. So on the front of the car, we put the M2C pistons. If you see, it actually has a really progressive rebound here. It goes down slower and it pops up a little bit slower. And then on the back, it's just really fast. This is the stock pistons in here. What happens is on a car this big and this heavy, and then when you put the wide kit on it, which is 60 millimeter increase in width, the amount of squatting and diving is excessive in my opinion, and it doesn't really drive good. So if you put together all this stuff like we did here and you spend all your money and you do the wide kit and you think you're gonna have a great time, I'm here to tell you that you're not gonna have a good time, because the car doesn't drive good at all unless you put the M2C pistons after you put the wide kit. So people usually put these in the car that are doing really 30, 40 foot jumps because they increase the pack of the shock, which is good for, you know, jumping. But when you widen the kit, there's too much dive, too much squat. On acceleration, the car just really just goes like, it just squats excessively. On any type of turn, the car will do a lot of leaning, a lot of body roll. And to me, it just doesn't drive well. It's not appealing. And this really takes this to the next level. You have to, if you're gonna do the wide kit, you have to get the M2C pistons. It's like 30 bucks for 4 pieces. You could buy them separate. You don't need to change anything else. You don't need to change the caps or anything, the springs. Just put in the M2C pistons, you'll have more pack. The shocks will definitely increase the handling. It'll reduce the squat and the dive under braking. It'll just basically take this to the level where it needs to be. And that is really an upgrade you don't want to skip. So 30 bucks, M2C Racing, great upgrade for the car. Fantastic value for what you're getting. It's a pain in the ass to change them. I know that a lot of people don't like to change pistons out, but when you do change a piston, also you want to use 60 weight oil. Just take this stock oil out and replace it with 60 weight oil, and you will definitely have, like see here, just a much better pack, less squat, less dive. This is too quick here. It's way too fast. This is way, as soon as you accelerate, the car just goes like that. It's just horrible. Car handles terribly, unless, like I said, you change the pistons out. Fantastic and necessary upgrade. But all in all, this is the X-Maxx that everybody's getting right now, the X-Maxx Ultimate. It comes in blue and green. It's absolutely beautiful. The cover is a little bit nicer than the regular X-Maxx, in my opinion. But the wide kit really just throws this over the edge. Just wanted to talk about one feature since we're talking about the wide max kit. This particular car, the X-Maxx Ultimate, comes with the titanium nitride shock shafts, and they really do make a difference, especially when you're driving in dirt. Like I said in past videos, if dirt gets in and around a regular shaft on an RC car or in the body, you'll actually see a slowdown or a non-consistent return of the shock. It doesn't articulate as well. These basically keep the articulation for the life of the truck just because they're so slippery, the shafts. And on the Ultimate, they're standard. If you have a regular X-Maxx, you're going to want to get these. It's a really good addition. to the car. It's a beautiful, beautiful car. Drives very, very well, especially with all these upgrades that we did. The customer is going to absolutely love it. So we're going to call this build an X-Maxx Ultimate Plus. If you guys want me to put together one of these for you, I can. Just call 1-800-470-8932, ask for Mark, or email mark@parkflyers.com, marc@parkflyers.com, or you could text me at 732-539-8002. We'd love to put one together for you. Right now is one of the hot builds that I'm doing. A lot of people are buying this setup and loving it. You should definitely check one out. Get one for the summer. Hot weather is not going to be here forever anyway. Thank you so much for joining us on this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.